Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a 10-minute mat Pilates ab workout, so let's get started. I'm starting right now stretching and then I'm going to go into child's pose. We're going to start with some cat-cow stretches, so you're going to arch your back and take a deep breath in, and then you're going to round your back and take a deep breath out. So we're going to start with raising our leg hip height and then doing the same with your opposite arm and then lowering it and raising it. You're going to make sure that you engage your core and keep your back neutral. Now you're going to lower your arm and keep your leg up and do 10 leg raises. Okay, so now we're taking it to the left leg. So raise your left leg hip height and your opposite arm. We're going to lower it and then raise it. Make sure that you don't arch your back and keep your core engaged. And then lower your arm and then take those 10 leg raises. Now we're going to come into plank position and we're going to tuck in our knees. We're going to hover our knees a few inches off the ground and then just keep alternating your legs in and out. If you need to take a break, you're always welcome to pause the video and take a small break and drink some water. But we're going to go into our next exercises, which we're just going to be pulling each knee into the opposite elbow. I'm taking a small water break and then we're going to go into our next exercise. We're going to go back into that plank position and do plank twist. So you're just going to twist and touch your hip bone all the way to the ground and then twist to the other side. Now that we're done with that, we're gonna just take a small break and stretch into Cobra pose. I'm just stretching out my back and my abs. And then I'm gonna go into Child's pose. And I'm just gonna take a small break here and take some deep breaths to really stretch out my hips and my body. Okay, so now we're gonna come up on our back and we're just gonna lay down all the way flat and make sure that you keep your lower back tucked in and your hips tucked in as well. So we're gonna do some leg raises. So you're gonna keep your legs all the way straight and you're just gonna bring them up and down. Make sure that your back is not arching and your hips are tucked in. From there, we're gonna go into a double leg stretch. So you want to keep your core engaged and stretch your arms and your legs and then tuck them in. From there, I'm just taking a small 15-second break. When you're done with your break, we're gonna go straight into bicycles. So you just wanna take your hands behind your head and then you're gonna bring your opposite elbow and knee together and twist. From there, we're gonna bring our legs to tabletop and our hands behind our head, and we're gonna do some crunches. So we're gonna tuck in and then out and come all the way down. You're gonna tuck in and then come all the way down. Okay, so now we're gonna go back into our plank position and we're gonna do single leg raises. So we're just gonna keep our back neutral and we're gonna raise each leg. I'm going into cobra pose to stretch out my abs. And now we're going to go back into that plank position and bring in your knee to the opposite elbow. Make sure that you engage your core and make sure that you are looking down. I'm just taking a small break and then we're going to twist into our side plank. Make sure that your hips are stacked and then we're going to do side plank hip dips. So we're going to come all the way up and then down. You're going to kind of lift from your bottom obliques and make sure that you're keeping your shoulder kind of stacked by your elbow. Okay, now we're gonna go onto the other side and do the exact same thing. Okay, we're finally done. So we're gonna go into Cobra's pose and we're just gonna take some deep breaths and stretch out our abs. Okay, now I'm gonna go into a downward dog pose and then I'm gonna walk my hands and just fold over and stretch. And then I'm gonna finish class with a child's pose stretch. Make sure that you take some deep breaths here. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!